Hi guys, it's been a while. I've decided to upload another YouTube video, and I've actually made up my mind to do a new video weekly, at least weekly, and I want to do them on a more serious level now, and I want to call this series Ask Dr. Maria. So let's call today's video, or Ask Dr. Maria 1. And today's topic that I would like to discuss on this video is something that I did research on for a while, and then I have kind of switched sides on the whole issue. And today's topic is racism, but from a different perspective. I've been watching the Paula Deen issue, Trayvon Martin, and very recently Oprah Winfrey, and so many others. And I seem to have come to a different position on this issue. And today I want to look at whether racism is an insult or a holy encounter. I know, some people are like, oh girl, you lost your mind. But no, I did not lose my mind. There's a history to this, but today let me discuss why I bring that up. And I borrow the word holy encounter from A Course in Miracles, and I want to read what exactly it says for you, and then I will very briefly discuss what I feel about that, and you can tell me how you feel about it, or if it makes sense or not. Either way, I would love to hear. But so this is A Course in Miracles, and some of you who don't know what A Course in Miracle is, it is I would call it a spiritual philosophical book, if you will. To me, that's what I find it. To me, it speaks a lot of truth, and some people may not agree with it, and that's okay. So here is what it says. When you meet anyone, remember it's a holy encounter. As you see him, you will see yourself. As you treat him, you will treat yourself. As you think of him, you will think of yourself. Never forget this, for in him you will find yourself or lose sight of yourself. Whenever two sons of God meet, they're given another chance at salvation. Do not leave anyone without giving salvation to him and receiving it yourself. For I am there with you and in remembrance of you. Then in another part it says, whenever you are with a brother, you are learning what you are because you are teaching what you are. He will respond either with pain or with joy, depending on which teacher you are following. He will be imprisoned or released according to your decision. And so will you. Never forget your responsibility to him, because it is your responsibility to yourself. Give him his place in the kingdom, and you will have yours. The kingdom cannot be found alone, and you who are the kingdom cannot find yourselves alone. There is more to it, but in this particular part of a holy encounter, I feel it applies to my experiences with racism and the research that I have done around the pain of racism, because I have now come to believe that, as Walt Whitman said, that I am not contained between my hat and my boots. I am grander, bigger. I am part of all that there is. I am in everything, and everything is in me. I am my brother, and my brother is me. I completely, without any kind of a reasonable doubt, believe that. I also believe that every time I step out into the world, everything that comes to greet me is also me. It's just mirroring my energy, what I'm carrying, what I'm thinking. And so the experiences that I am having, and note, I said I am having, are usually very reflective of how I feel about myself. When I was really, really depressed, I would encounter all kinds of sexist, racist behavior. And all it did is mirror back to me really how I felt about myself. And so when it comes to racism, I think of racism on a grand scale. Like, there is a historical memory there for the white folks, for the black folks, for the Asian folks, for all races. There's a historical memory of pain and anguish that we have caused each other, or we have been caused. And I think for most of us living now, we may just be reenacting this situation over and over and over. And I think that so much has been accomplished by those who went before us to bring some semblance of racial equity and to move humanity forward from that depraved space where many imprisoned, many. Now there is elements of it, but it's by no means what it used to be, and I believe that. Now I feel like we're at a different stage now, where when you encounter, everybody encounters a brother or a sister of another race who projects their perception to them, then we need to raise that bar even higher and move humanity forward. I think a lot of the issues we're seeing may not be all together at a personal level. So there is that mass history, historical memory that we're dealing with. And then there is the aspect of ourselves where we are dealing with our own esteem issues and our own beliefs about ourselves as we've been trained by family and society and so on and so forth. And I think we also reenact that sometimes in these circumstances. And so we feel pain and they feel pain. Because I believe nobody who is causing pain to another is at a happy place themselves. It's just not possible. Because I believe that all of us are called to a peaceful, happier place. And when we are not in that place, we act it out in all kinds of ways. So whether it's against you or you are against them, neither of those two brothers, sisters, are at a happy place. And I have now come to believe that every time I encounter these issues, I will stop and think about my brother and what I am now showing myself. If somebody calls me out of my name or treats me in a certain way, I will now stop and ask myself, so what is that about? What am I being called to do? What part of myself have I just mirrored to myself? Because I believe that energetically, whatever is around us, good or bad or indifferent, we're there because somehow we are matched to that energetically. And it doesn't mean just you participating in it. The people involved, it could be those watching, those commenting, everybody who's involved, the media, the bloggers, the creepers, everybody. If you're present at a certain discussion, it's because energetically we have attracted that to ourselves. I know my thoughts could be quite controversial, but I feel for myself that this is definitely a truth, and I need to move further into that. And so I ask again, whether racist incidents are insults or holy encounters. For me, they have now become holy encounters. And I would like to know how you feel about your encounters or your opinion about your encounters. And I will welcome any and all peaceful thoughts. Any question you would like to throw to me, I would love to respond to that. So these are my thoughts. I know they may be a bit on the controversial side, but I am confident that this is a new truth for me. So peace, and see you at the next Ask Dr. Maria. Bye-bye.